Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. So, in this episode, hopefully we will meet LSA and well, let's start by talking to Tisleen, see if she can tell us where she is. Now, where is she? I think she might be out on patrol. You could wait, I suppose. But why not go and surprise her? She usually take a look at things from the watchtower first. So you might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head out to the south. Head out the south side, and you'll soon see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. Oh, there it is. Oh boy. Ooh. All right. Well, I see nowhere to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints on the ground, and they look to be about the right size. Oh. The small footprints leads off to the northwest. Continues to the northwest. So try and go around these. You going to attack me? No. Okay, to the west this time. There are more tracks here, but they end in a mess of disturbed sand.
Get back can't be.
Impressive.
Just a lesser sin eater. Nothing to write home about. I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner. How are you? We've fought them to a standstill, then. The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least. When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them. But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision. He may use 10 words where 1 would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal.
Sounds like Urianger, all right.
But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters. That great wall of white is a remnant of the Flood. 100 years ago, the balance in the First tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations. Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the Flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether and triggering the birth of new monstrosities. They are creatures of base instinct that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason, which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them. The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Pretty dark story. Well, in one way. It's just a matter of time. More for some, less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. And to add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society, and exiled here to the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say about this hellish place is that it has served me well as a training ground. Tesleen and others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters, which is knowledge I can now share with you, while you help me finish my patrol, of course. Here's what we'll do. I'll take the east side of the inn, and you clear the west. That way you can have an undiluted experience with the resident terrors. These marks on your map are where the usually trouble spots are. You can assume that any beast with a white hide or carapace is a Sin Eater. But you'll know for sure soon enough when they come slavering after your ether. Remember, it's kill or be killed with these monsters. Once you've slain whatever prowling around out there, we can rendezvous back at the northern entrance. Good hunting. Well, that's one of them. Oh, there's nothing here. Alright. Alright, so, well, that's, some Sin Eaters. How did you fare? I thought there might be, one or two lurking on the fringes. Nothing out of the ordinary for this area. I expect you noticed it yourself, but individually these lesser Sin Eaters are no more deadly than any natural predators you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat, much like the Void Scent. They have an unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. Thus, when a powerful Sin Eater goes on the hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village or a hamlet. That's the basic idea behind my patrols. To call their ranks often enough that their numbers won't be overwhelming when the big one comes out to play. And you're certainly helped on that front. Let's report our victories to Tesleen, shall we? Alyssa tells me you helped out on her patrol. You have our thanks. And my apologies for leading you from one battle to another ever since the moment we met. In any case, I'm glad to see the two of you found each other. You have no idea how badly Alyssa has missed your company. Everything is always, if Joffrey were here, he would... That's an exaggeration. And I don't sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect Joffrey's methods. Uh-huh. Honestly, after seeing him in action, I can understand why. The way he leaps into the fray without hesitation, it really is something to behold. I might be a little smitten myself. I'm only teasing, but I've no doubt he deserves all the admiration he gets, just as you do. Alright, let's see what we got this time. Alright. Not bad. How does it look? Christ. Yeah, let's turn that off. Alright, let's see you. What's up next? I'd love to lay out a welcome meal, but the duties I put off when I went to the market are still waiting for me. There are 101 things that needs doing. I'm sorry, but would you mind waiting here with LSA? What and twiddle our thumbs while you work yourself to death? Surely there is something we can help you with. I could do with a hand. It's true, thank you. You can start by helping us sort out larder, LSA. While we do that, could you tend to a few patients, perhaps? There are 3 in particular I meant to visit. It's just a matter of saying a few words to them and seeing that their skin isn't caked in sand. Their names are Pavnil, Todden, and Holric. They may not give much in the way of response, but I promise they'll be pleased to meet someone new. Oh, here we go. Thank you. Todden glances up at you blankly, but you notice the tension in his face ease slightly. Henrik remains utterly still as you wipe the sand from his cheek. The texture of his skin has hardened into something akin to plaster. You seen to the patients? How were they? Good. That's good. I knew they would enjoy meeting you. I am concerned about Alaric, thought. I'll have to speak with the others, other carers, but I think his time may be near. We shall leave you to. We shall leave you to have that discussion then. I was going to take Joffrey to Monsook. If you have any errands there that need doing. Well, I suppose there is one thing. Would you pick up a nectarine from the market's place, Cassandra? Cassandra's caravan just passed through, so Ron should have some fresh fruit. Come then, Joffrey. There's something I want you to see. Right after we stop at Ron's stall, of course. Oh, for a moment I thought I could just teleport over here. Actually, I can. Fuck. For a moment, it looked like the icon was right outside. Really? Let's So, I'm not sure if that's world boss right here, but I know for a fact that sometimes there is a very big cactus that looks like well, it's a larger version of that one over there. And that's a world boss that a lot of people actually fight around here. Oh, back again, are you? You need another taste of Ronron's wares? Actually, we're looking to buy a nectarine. Do you have any in stock? Oh yes, nectarines, peaches, grapes, fresh and juicy. Given how richly you cracked your converse with me, I might still owe you food. Here, take this one. Free of charge. gods, I never seen a more the merchant give away something for nothing before. How much coin did you spend here? Oh yes, I'll take a jar of honeyed worms as well. Huh? Oh no, they are not for me. It's an offering of sorts. The worms, if you please. Only the best Wigglies for you. Come again, my friends. Right, that's our shopping chores taken care of. Let's head up past Ephraim to the main tower. The view I want to show you can only be seen from its very top. I should probably pick up this quest here. Yep, there we go. Going? Oh, there you are. Here are your precious worms. That buys us a trip to the top of the tower, does it? Ah, glazed Wigglies. I actually brought them. You actually brought them. I really shouldn't let you. But just this once, alright? Only once. Never fails, shall we?
Look, over there, where the wall is broken. Do you see what lies beyond? That's what the land became after the light flooded in. An empty, white nothingness. Life cannot exist in such conditions. The primordial light would wreak havoc on the body's etheric balance. That nectarine you bought, it's Halric's favorite fruit. Most of the patients, Halric included, survived the attacks of powerful eaters. But their fate was sealed all the same. The monster's corruption has entered their bodies, and their very essence is being subsumed by light. The twisted state of the world itself just makes matters worse. Under normal circumstances, a person's ether naturally tends to equilibrium. But for these poor souls, the opposite is true. Sooner or later, every single one of them will turn. Tesleen and the patients, they all know this. They know what has to be done before the change goes too far, before the eater within takes over. The preferred method is mixing poison into their favorite food. In my time here, I've borne witness to a lot of last meals. I feel just as helpless as before. No matter how hard I fight, it's never enough. But it's a war I mean to wage, nonetheless. Speaking of wars, do you remember how I made you promise not to leave me and then promptly collapsed?
Yep.
Well, let's just say I had a few choice words for the Exarch concerning the timing of his summons. But even if the fault lay with someone else, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd abandon you on the battlefield. So I swore that I'd make up for my absence there by making a difference here. And that's what keeps me moving forward, even when things seem hopeless. On which note, it's time we headed back. The longer we keep Tesleen waiting, the harder this will be for her.
Yeah. Pretty dark story. That's for sure. And to our younger audience, I do wanna warn him beforehand that there are certain cutscenes in this DLC that can be pretty heart-wrenching. So maybe even now I should say viewer discretion is advised. I'm glad I was able to show you that. When it comes to understanding the catastrophic which befell the first, one glimpse of the empty wasteland beyond the wall is worth more than an hour of Urianger's lecturing. And I also want to point out that I will, of course, I know these chapters pretty well, and I will warn before anything happens. And I needed you to know beyond a doubt that Tesleen has no other choice. The nectarine will be a kindness. It isn't just a threat posed to others. When a person becomes an eater, the pain appears to be excruciating. The carriers are truly fond of their wards, and would spare them that suffering. It is their way of fighting back against a fate worse than death. Yeah. You're back. I hope you had a nice time. Did you manage to find the nectarine? Thank you. Alice has explained why I wanted this, has she? I can see it in your eyes. But we may not need it just yet. I spoke with the others, and we've decided to keep an eye on Helric for now. Thank you. Thanks to you, Ford. If his time does come suddenly, we'll be ready to send him on his way with a taste of happier days. Alright, well, I'm going to call this an episode right here. And, well, I hope you all enjoyed it. And if you did, please hit the like button. And if you're new here, first of all, welcome. And yeah, if you enjoy my content, then why don't you hit the subscribe button together with the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my new content. I will be back again tomorrow, and until then, stay safe out there.